Feminists may have won the fight, but they have lost the war.
Eternal struggle where it's like, I want my husband to be the provider, make all the money, pay all the bills, do the adulting things, fix everything around the house, take care of my car, take the trash out.
But you want to do nothing and be a trophy wife. Shocker.
Make all the plans, handle our finances. So basically do everything while I just lie around and like only do things when I feel like doing them.
Good Lord. That's the world we live in, bro. Women want to be, this is why I say women are children. Now, some of the ladies that watch the channel, I'm not talking about y'all. I love the ladies that watch the Levi Nichs show. I appreciate y'all. But in a general sense, sorry, I got this frog in my throat that's thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Oh my God, I'm over here dying. Loki, help. But women want to be children. They want to sit around, they want to do nothing, and then they want the man to be everything. And then the thing is, what's really sad is they still end up leaving these men.
Do you ladies believe that chivalry is dead?
Yes, and you killed it.
Because I just had two things happen to me, and it's confirmed for me that chivalry is dead. I don't know if it's the day and age that we're living in.
Well, also, chivalry is dead to beat women. You know what I mean? Shots fired! Ain't nobody trying to be chivalrous to you. Baby girl, you every day of 50. You got sunspots on your chest. I would see you in a chivalrous situation and just go, whoop-de-doo, whatever.
Or people just don't give a shit. But yesterday, I was about to leave a building, and there was a man in front of me. And we were practically walking side by side. So he knew I was behind him. Yet he didn't hold the door for me. He literally had the door slam in my face.
Because you're a strong, independent woman that doesn't need a man. That's the thing. You have shamed men so much in being chivalrous that we said, nah, we're good. How you gonna ask for something and then when you get it, be mad, huh?
Number one. Number two, today I was getting on an elevator and there was a man standing in the elevator. And since I got on the elevator after he did, he was standing in the back and I was standing in front of him. Anyways, we get to the ground floor and I'm about to exit since I'm in front of him. And what does he do? He scoots his body in front of me to let himself off the elevator first. Didn't even occur to him to allow me to exit before him. Not only because I'm a
baby girl, who is you? You might be somebody's grandma. Whoop-de-doo. Why would I be worried about you? Have a man.
Woman. But because I was naturally in front of him, I should have exited first. Those two things have confirmed for me that chivalry is dead. Just no human decency nowadays.
Equal. Wow. I love it. Shame all men. That's why I'm like, I'm okay with shaming y'all. You want to talk about men like this? I stand up for men.
Hey, this one's for the men. Can we please, for the love of all things holy, bring back old-fashioned chivalry? Can we please bring back...
Have you ever noticed this, chat? It's always these old ladies with the crow's feet. These old saggy faces. Mole. Why are y'all the ones worried about chivalry? Y'all used to have it. Y'all used to have pick of the litter. Now y'all mad that you ain't got nothing because men don't really want to be chivalrous to you old ladies. No offense to old ladies. I love my mom to pieces. And I know my audience is mainly older. But these types of women, the ones that are complaining about this online, are the problem.
Something as simple as opening a door for somebody? When you see somebody carrying a box through the door, struggling, hurts her hand because she's struggling not to drop this box, and you're just standing there, staring, not helping? What is this? What is this? Men, listen. We need to do...
This is the modern day that you asked for, baby girl. You begged for equality. Begged and begged and begged. I'm a strong, independent woman that doesn't need a man. And the thing is men have ears and we listen.
Like chivalry is dead because why did I go to this store and me and this guy, where I'm standing on one side of the door, he's standing on the other side of the door. And we kind of were contemplating for a second because I was like, okay, is he coming out? I'm about to go in. Like, what's the deal? And so he literally waits for me to open the door so that he could walk through. And I was just a little...
because men are the prize. Better open that door for me, Rebecca.
Confused because I was like, I'm the lady. Like, whatever happened to ladies first? Like, I'm confused. And he didn't even say thank you. Like, that's so rude.
Whoa. How do I know you're a lady? Gotcha, bitch. I'm not going to assume your gender. I'm not going to be a bigot. You may be a man.
But I just feel like chivalry is dead. I feel like a lot of men nowadays, and there's a lot of men that are very chivalrous, but like, I don't know, it's just not giving.
It's just not giving, you know, it's not giving. It's not giving fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, and submissive. You know, that. It's not giving that. It's giving combative and masculine and entitled. That's what it's giving.
I'm being very dramatic right now, but chivalry is so freaking dead. Why did I just get off the bus? Yes, I take the bus in university. Anyways, why did I just take the bus and I'm waiting to go off the bus? 6 men have just walked past me. 1 man out of 7 men has let me go first. What the hell is that? This is not about equality. This is about chivalry. Chivalry is dead. And these are grown men, by the way. These are not just little boys I don't know. So if you're grown and you don't do it, who will you teach? Your sons are going to be 10 times worse. And it's the grown men that's producing sassy little boys. Bloody hell, all the 14-year-olds I know are sassy as hell.
Women don't.
I love it. It's just the pure shame. Women really think that shaming men is what gets them to change. That's not it. Chivalry. Here's what chivalry actually means, right? The medieval knightly system with its religious, moral, and social code. The combination of qualities expected of an ideal knight, especially courage, honor, courtesy, justice, and a readiness to help the weak. So that means you ladies are admitting that you're weak. You're not strong, huh? You're just a weak little woman, huh? Courteous behavior, especially that of a man towards a woman. The relations with women were models of chivalry and restraint. Use over time for chivalry. Look at this. This is crazy. If it says, let's see if I can't do this right. So in 1800, chivalry, and then it's just declined. It's just declined. In the 1950s, we ain't talking about it. And what's crazy is right after the 1950s and the 1960s, that's where the feminism came around. Isn't that weird where you guys really asked for it and then you got it? Kind of crazy, right? I don't feel bad for these women. These women shame men online. These women shut men down online all the time. Men try to approach them like, "You, no, not you." I don't feel bad for these women.
Chivalry is so dead, and I might be being a princess right now. I might be in the wrong, so correct me if I am. I'm open to criticism and feedback.
Okay, because I was about to say, if you're open to it, baby girl, might be an open and shut case.
But for my last 2 gym sessions, I've been at the gym, and like a few days ago, I was carrying a 20-kilo barbell weight. Anyway, and there was a boy next to me. He was probably like my age. He was carrying a 5. Explained to me why he made me wait to put away my 20-kilo weight as a 5'1" female. Let me be clear. And he was a tall guy, and he was carrying a 5-kilo weight. He made me wait. Now, you know what? I thought maybe it's a once-off. Maybe this isn't a thing until today. Today, I was at the gym and I was carrying a 20-kilo dumbbell again. And there was an old man. When I say old, I mean like 50-something maybe. Like old enough to know what chivalry is. You know, raised on it. He was carrying 12-kilo dumbbells. I had to wait because he wanted to go past to carry the 12-kilo dumbbells.
When you're always looking to be the victim of something, you're always going to find it. What you focus on happens. There's a big life lesson here. If you're always thinking you're going to be the victim of something, more than likely it's always going to happen, bro. It's always going to happen. Nobody forced you to go to the gym. Nobody forced you to pick up the 12 kilo, 20 kilo. Who cares? This guy, if anything, you should be thanking him. He's giving you a little bit of an extra workout. Look at it that way, Rebecca. You know, he's letting you hold on to that a little bit longer. Here, hold that weight. The reason men have stopped doing this is because you've asked for it. How are you going to ask for something and then get it and then be mad? It makes no sense. Y'all said y'all were strong and independent. You don't need us. Cool. We're going to treat you like the boys. And with the boys, I ain't helping them out unless they ask for help. You want to ask for help? Cool, I'll help you out. But I'm not going to go out of my way to just help a bunch of other people. Ask for help. Chris Rock has something in his stand-up, I think it's Chris Rock, where he goes, Your car's broken down on the side of the street, or let's say somebody's car's broken down on the side of the street and they're just waving to get help. People probably aren't going to help them. But if somebody sees you with your car broke down and you're pushing your car the best you can, people are going to help you because you're helping yourself. This victim mindset is awful. That's why I say stop being the victim of your circumstances and start being the hero of your opportunities. This victim mindset, she's just looking for something to be mad about. She's just looking for something to be the victim of. Well, they're making me hold these weights and I just don't know and it's just so bad. Stop looking for that stuff. Start working out at home. Then you don't have to wait for anybody. Go to another gym. Go at a different time. Figure out a way where you don't have to work out around other people. So many other things as far as if this situation's really grinding your gears, you could get away from this situation, but yet now you're going back. And this is going to be a common theme for her. She's going to keep looking for this. Are they going to make me wait? Ladies, you've told us to treat you equally. Y'all have asked for equality. So are you begged for it. You've pleaded for it. You've called us bigots. Now you're getting it. Now you're mad.
Anyway, I don't know if I'm being a princess right now, but something about that just rubs me the wrong way because I don't know. I'm not trying to play the I'm a girl card, but I kind of am because, like, I feel like that's just common decency.
See, they're always trying to play the girl card when it benefits them. They always want the double standards when they benefit them, but not when it doesn't benefit them. So, like, women want to make sure that men go down with the Titanic. Like, they want to make sure that, I don't want to, no, women and children on the boats, you men can stay. We don't want equality on that. When it comes to paying for dates, we don't need equality in that. You guys can pay for the dates. When it comes to doing the picking up and the driving, we don't really want equality with that. But when it comes to setting down weights, we don't want equality. We want to be able to put our weights. Like, come on, you can't just pick and choose. You're either feminine or you're not. This is why it grinds my gears so much when women talk about, for the right guy, I'll be feminine. For the right guy, I'll really step into my feminine, my divine feminine. You guys ever heard that? It's so stupid. Akash's wife talked about that, Jasleen. Apparently, they're dropping a new video. I'm hopefully going to be able to see it on Andrew Schultz's Flagrant podcast or whatever. But femininity is not something you can turn on and off. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. It's not something that just turns on. It's a personality trait that you have embedded inside of you or you don't. It's just like a man. You're either masculine or you're not. I don't think you can turn on femininity. So many women like to barter with their femininity and say, well, for the right guy, I'll be feminine. But until then, he's got to earn it. Do you realize how dumb that sounds? Why would I want to have to earn something that is not innate within you? I want something that comes right out the box. Women that are feminine, they're born that way. They're feminine. You don't have to teach that. It's femininity. It's instinctual. It's biological. Just like men, we're masculine. It's biological. It's instinctual. That's why you see a lot of young boys who are very flagrant, we'll just say that, colorful, because they're raised by single mothers. And their benchmark for how they should act is how their mother should act. You know, they always make fun of some boys. Yeah, he was hugged a lot as a boy. He sure was hugged a lot as a kid, you know. His mama hugged him too much, you know. And I was one of those kids. I was hugged a lot. I was raised by a single mom. I had a lot of feminine traits. Not as far as like I walked feminine or maybe talked feminine, but I was really into clothes. When you're younger, bro, at least for me, people would call me gay all the time for worrying about what I was wearing. Because guys in my small town in Paris, Texas, boots, Wranglers, t-shirt, cowboy hat, you know, and I was wearing like, you know, double monk straps and fitted jeans and scarves. Like, bro, I was getting clowned, called gay all the time, but I didn't care. Because I liked to dress that way. I was very fashion forward. I liked fashion. I was on Lookbook way back in the day. I was always comfortable with myself because I had so much shame at home that I was like, there ain't nothing you're about to say to me that's going to bother me because I've already had to live with the shame of being at home. Where I got roaches in my crib. I got rats in my house. We pulled the stove out from the wall one time. Roaches flooded everywhere. I was like, bro, call me whatever you want to call me because I already know I'm broke when I get back to the crib. But when I'm here, when I'm at school, I'm going to look good. I'm going to feel good. And then eventually, as I got older, women started liking that. Like, oh, it's like the performative male, right? Oh, he can dress. And dudes will call me gay, but I'm like, yeah, but I'm pulling your girl. So it's like, you're going to be you're going to try to clown me, but the girls like it. They like that I know how to dress. They like that I smell good. They like that I look good, that I do my hair. My nails are nice. I remember girls asking me fashion tips in high school. How do you do this? How do you do that? I wore jewelry, wore watches. That was something that a lot of guys in Paris, Texas was not doing.
But maybe I'm being a princess. I'm open to constructive criticism here. But, like, it's not like their weights were heavier. They were literally lighter than mine. And they were making me wait. like, I don't know, maybe I'm out of pocket. I don't think I am, but maybe I am.
No, I mean, you're being a little bit, of a whiny little princess, and also you're looking for it. Anything you look for, you'll find, right? If you're looking to be the victim of something, you're always going to find it.
Something that most women aren't ready to hear. Modern feminism killed chivalry. Modern feminism has shifted from seeking equality to promoting superiority and resentment towards men, framing men as oppressors rather than partners and equals.
Ooh.
With the birth of modern feminism, there came the birth of the girl boss, I don't need a man. Chivalry was never meant to make women look weak. It was made to create a culture of mutual respect where men acted honorably towards women and acknowledged.
True, but I also think that women are a protected class. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I think we should protect women, right? They're not as physically strong as men. And there's a lot of dudes out there that, and we've met a lot of guys. I'm not saying all guys are. There's a lot of guys out there that are kind of sexually deviant, very weird. So we should protect women. Women and children are a protected class, and I think it's up to men to do that.
Acknowledge their virtue and grace. Modern feminism, by demanding sameness instead of equality, has blurred those lines. In trying to erase gender differences, it's erased the gestures that celebrate them. The result of this is now we have an entire generation of men who are not willing to honor, pursue, or protect women. We have this entire generation of men who just want to hook up on the first date, who have no respect for women, who don't hold open the door, who don't buy flowers, and it is because of modern feminism.
But I will say, all of those things work. You do all that, a girl will fall in love with you. That was what I used to do. I used to never respect women, never be nice to them, always treat them like they were an option, and women were obsessed with me. So, I don't know. It's kind of hard because in one hand, you want to be a nice guy because as guys, we treat each other with respect. If you're one of my boys, I might give you a hard time and roast you and, say your forehead's big and stuff like that, or your eyes are crossed, or, you smell like Fermunda cheese, or, you look like somebody flushed you, things like that. Like, I might roast you a little bit. But when you're a guy talking to a girl, when you're too nice, they put you in the simp category. They put you in the nice guy category, and they don't take you serious. Because I think innately, women kind of like being treated bad. It's weird. I've talked to Cass about this, and she goes, there's some validity to that, though. She's like, we like guys that are mean to us because that means they have options, and that means that they're higher up on the hierarchy. It's so weird. I'm not saying all women, the exception doesn't make the rule, but most women, at least when I was going through my heyday and hooking up with a bunch of chicks, bro, I was so rude. Treated all of them like an option, was never super nice to them, was always like, yes, whatever. Oh, that's what you want to do? Cool, whatever. Go do it on your own time because this is what we're doing right now. And women loved it. They're like, wow. And I had a girl in college so obsessed with me, and that one time we went out to eat because she wanted to be in a relationship so bad. She's like, I just want to be with you, and I just want it. And I was like, I'm not going to be with you. This was before I even knew what an open relationship was. She's like, I want to be with you so bad. I was like, okay, well, I don't want to be with just you. I was like, I want to be able to buck you and other girls. And she's like, well, I want you to buck other girls just to know that I'm the one for you. Stupid. What? So basically admitting to me that she wanted me to be in an open relationship, but she wasn't in an open relationship. I was like, bro, this is crazy work. She was obsessed with me. I got a little bit older. We had bucked for a while, and I started to have feelings for her. She'd been around for like 2 years. I was like, you know what? She kind of a down chick. She been there for you, boy. I've been through some things, right? I started reciprocating that energy. Bro, she immediately was like, ew, no. She had something traumatic happen to her. Ew, no, I don't want this anymore. I was like, what? Like, this is... And then I went on another tirade. So it happens, man.
Not only that, but it is also a result of weak men. There's a reason that our grandparents have the cute...
Weak men? No. I think it's wise men, smart men. You asked for this, and we're giving it to you.
Cutest love stories where the men pursued the women, and they didn't have sex until they were married, and they respected and honored each other. And now we are seeing the result of the crash and burn of modern feminism.
Yeah, but because these women are getting bucked 3 days to Sunday. Ain't nobody asking y'all to spread your scrambled eggs between your legs for all these men. The thing is men nowadays are getting women that are mid at best and pre-bucked.
And unfortunately, it is affecting a lot of women looking for life partners and a lot of men looking for life partners. Feminism is great. The idea...
Life partners? I hate that phrase. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Life partners? It's either a husband or a wife. What is this life partner crap?
Yeah, feminism is great to promote equality, but it has evolved into something that is toxic and dangerous to our society.
the phrase.
So let's call it what it is. Toxic femininity. Let's call that.
Gotcha, bitch.
That's what it is. Toxic femininity. That's what it is. So, you know what I mean? It's hard to believe that, you know, women have asked for this stuff, gotten it, and are mad that they got it. It's wild to me. All right, let's switch gears. I saw a couple clips, and I wanted to talk about this stuff because this seems like a really big deal right now. Okay, so y'all remember these shows back in the day of people buying homes and stuff like that? Home prices are ridiculous right now. Let's get up into this.
My budget for the home is $100,000, but I would prefer
$100,000. Boy, you're gonna find a shack nowadays.
to stay around the $90,000 mark if I could.
Priced at just under $70,000. The first home has just under 1,000 square feet. The second home is a recently renovated two-story, priced at just under $95,000. The third home is the largest and most expensive at $130,000.
All right, so do you think you know which one you're going with?
You know what? I think I do. There are so many great features in that house, and I really think it's so move-in ready. I could move into it tomorrow and be happy with what's there.
Okay, that's 2012. 100 grand won't even buy you. I could get on Zillow right now. We could walk through, and you ain't getting nothing. All right, this video. An American buys a $784,000 home with a $5,700 monthly mortgage after 4 years and $285,000 paid. Only $50K hits that principal. $230,000 is pure interest. Over 30 years, she'll pay $1.6 million for a $784,000 house. This isn't home ownership, it's usury.
So my husband and I refinanced our mortgage today because interest rates dropped, and it was enough to save us $300 a month. However,
don't refinance your house, bro. It restarts the clock on how long you got to pay interest on the house. People get you so bad. Oh, the rates are lower. Yeah, but you're going to pay more, dude.
I have in my hands the amortization schedule, which is how long it's going to take us to pay off said mortgage and how much would go towards principal and interest each month. And I want to use this to talk to you about why home buying in America is an absolute fucking scam and why this will be the last house we ever buy in this country. So just really quick facts, it's a standard 30-year mortgage. It's a VA loan, so I didn't have to put anything down in order to refinance, and I don't have to pay any mortgage insurance, which is what normal people have to pay when they don't put 20% down.
Yep.
But because we didn't put anything down, I went from owing $784,000 on my home back up to $795,000. But my original interest rate on this house was 6.2%, and now it is 5.6%. We are planning on selling this house when my husband retires in 4 years and exiting the U.S. So, of course, I was interested to see what will I owe at that time in 2030. And at that point in 2030, we will owe just under $750,000. So I will only have paid off $50,000 worth of my mortgage in the next 4 years. But the math ain't mathin' because my payment is $5,700 a month.
Yep.
$5,700 a month times 50 payments is $285,000. And if you look at the schedule, it tells you, oh yeah, you're financing $795,000, but if you kept this interest rate over 30 years, you're actually going to end up paying $1.6 million. But the biggest scam of all is how much interest they charge you the first year you own the house. And I have other videos on this. I've talked about it. Again, I put myself in this situation. It is what it is. The point is I'm calling out the banks because they are fucking ridiculous. First of all, when you come to closing, we bought $7,000 to closing. They make you pay $3,500 in upfront interest. So not only are your first 12 payments horrendously just put towards interest, but then you have to bring extra money to closing just to pay interest up front. Now, I will say this, our principal and interest amount is $4,500, and it's our taxes that are additional $1,000, which is how we get to that $5,700 number. Our first payment.
But this is why I tell people, if you're going to buy a crib, buy the cheapest crib you can buy, bro. Do not go out there and buy $1 million home. You're going to be stuck to that home for the rest of your life, and it's going to be brutal. It's going to be brutal. That's why when Cass and I bought a crib, I bought the cheapest home we could buy that was new. I bought the cheapest home we could buy that was new. Because I was like, the last thing I'm going to do is buy a $500,000 home and be paying this much money. This is insane.
I've been seeing this trend go around on social media.
Switching gears, chat. We're going quick today. Keep up.
Yeah, of literal married women and mothers going to concerts of male artists, recording those male artists, and then captioning the reel, I'm married and still shaved my legs for this just in case. I'm a mother and still wore a matching lingerie set just in case.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
And then if you hit the comments, all the women are agreeing with them. And I just have to say, to all the...
It's the hoery, bruh.
those women posting that and the women commenting, your husband should leave you. That is the most disrespectful form of public humiliation to your husband. That is actually public infidelity. You are publicly lusting after someone and then admitting that you would sleep with that male artist if you got the opportunity. And I know you're gonna say, oh, it's just a joke. It's not that deep. It's not that serious. Imagine if your husband went to a Tate McRae concert and recorded her and said, oh, I shaved my balls for this just in case. You guys would not be okay with that. Could you imagine what the comments would be in that scenario? It is so common in our culture for wives to blatantly and publicly disrespect their husbands. But if the husband did that, oh, it would be a whole different story.
So true. This woman's on to something, bro. She really is. Shout out to her, bro. Because it's up to women like that to call out this stupid behavior. You know? Because if women don't hold each other accountable... Because here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. So many people have reached out to me and been like, Levi, keep speaking the truth. You know, you need to call out these women. It's like, I do my best, and I try to hold men accountable. I try to hold women accountable as well. But the thing is women got to hold other women accountable. Think about it in a tribe sense, right? Who teaches the young men, or who teaches the boys how to be men? The men do, right? The men of the tribe. Same thing with women. Who teaches the young girls how to be women? The women do. The thing is, there's no accountability, and it's all delusion. Women tell each other comfortable lies, and men tell each other uncomfortable truths. Sorry, it took my brain a second to rack that one out. But that's the problem, is that women don't hold each other women accountable. They don't hold each other accountable at all. Men do. We'll check that. You want to go to work, you want to talk out the side of your neck, somebody going to check you, bro. Somebody going to check you. But so many times when, even in friend groups with women say some of the dumbest things, and I'm like, ugh, Rebecca. Like, they don't even want to tell them the truth. One of my boys comes up and says something stupid. I'm like, bro, that's dumb. What are you even talking about? Bro, that is a red flag. You need to watch out. I had a buddy that was dating this one chick. I think I've talked to you guys about this, but he was dating this one chick. And he went to the bar with her, and he's like, man, she knew the bouncer, she knew the bartender, she knew everybody, but she went home with me. I was like, brother, coming close. It's not looking good. She's a runner, maybe even a track star. I'm telling you right now, it's not good. She knows the bouncer, the bartender, and all the guys at the bar. It's not a good sign. There's no badge of honor for her going home with you, brother. No badge of honor. She's just a bike.
She's the village bicycle. Everyone's had a ride.
This one says, I messed up.
So I messed up and almost turned myself into a college mommy. Welcome back to Girlhood 101 with Shar, your brutally honest best friend. Sophomore year of college, I was a month late for my period and freaked out because the father could have been any one of what I thought would be a silly little hookup at the time. Luckily, the results came back negative, thank God, but I realized something important. The college hookup culture was not worth changing the rest of my life for. And let's be honest, the sex isn't even that good most of the time. I feel like a lot of people keep hookup talk on the DL, but I wish someone would have just sat college Shar down and asked her, are you doing this because you want to or because everyone else is doing it? Once I decided to start taking things slow because my body is a temple and she's precious, I learned that
baby girl, that temple been ran through. It's not a temple now. It was. It's ruined now, you know. Like, once you've been ran, this was so funny. They think they can turn the odometer back on that vaginal. It doesn't work like that.
I do not need someone to feel validated or even get intimate with. So when you girls ask me what I think of hookup culture, my answer is, if it costs you your peace, your self-respect, or your safety, is it really that worth it? See you in lesson 11 for some more brutally...
That's why I always say, man, if she's making you wait, another dude hit it on the first date. Shoulda nice, shoulda bought a Honda, put it on a t-shirt. I'm telling you guys, bro, they want chivalry after they've been ran. A religious, or a 304's final form typically is a religious woman. You know, now I know my body's a temple and that I should be respected and that, you know, I'm not just going to get ran through and guys just can't do me dirty, but you've already been done dirty and been ran. What are you talking about? You should have known that from the jump. You should have known that from the jump. Like, why are you figuring this out now? What are you even talking about, bro? You can't run the odometer back on that. You're cooked. You're done. And God forbid the guy that you're going to date in the future sees that and he's like, was that you, baby? Was that you talking about getting ran in college and getting skleeged in and having to take pregnancy tests? Yeah, that was me. It's just so dumb.
Stupid.
Like, what guy, realistically, that would be probably of a caliber that she wants to date would see that and go, you know what? I'm cool with that. You're admitting to getting skleeged in, but you want me to wait? The other guy got $1 hamburgers, but you're going to charge me $10 for the same burger? Oh, I love it. Fuck, sounds great. I want to buy a used car for a new car price. Oh, sounds wonderful. Bro, no, guys are done with that. Guys are not stupid. If you're going to admit to being a 304, then guys are just going to treat you like a 304. That's why I say women are marketers and men are salesmen. You're going to market how other men should treat you. And if I saw her, first thing I'd put her in is the 304 bucket. putting her in the bike bucket. Not treating her with a ton of respect and if she's trying to make me wait, but another dude hit it on the first date, yeah, I'm good.
How about no?
Ain't that right, Lokes? But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It was good to have you guys out, man. Until next time. Peace.